Here we're being asked for the function of the underlying phrase. That's one of three prompts that really just mean the main idea. So if you're being asked for the meaning of the underlined sentence, the overall structure, or to complete the text, really, they're just asking for the main idea. So let's go ahead and get that by reading generally. In the early days of TV, many thought that programs would rely on the support of ad agencies and commercial sponsors, like radio. But advertisers hesitated to jump into a new space, particularly at a time when the manufacturing of new TVs was stalled due to the U.S. involvement in World War II. Broadcasters like this one needed to persuade advertisers to support their programming despite not knowing whether there would be a robust TV audience to begin with. So we're talking about the early days of TV and the early belief on where the financial support would come from. But there was a problem. Advertisers hesitated to jump into this space, particularly at this difficult time relating to the war. So the broadcasters needed to persuade the advertisers to support their programming, even though they didn't know if it was going to work out or not. So within the context of that storyline, the underlying portion was kind of giving us more of the context of the situation at that time, which is that this was a time when TV sets were stalled because of our involvement in World War II. So in my own words, I would answer that question by saying the underlying portion was giving us more context about the problems at that time. So going through the answers, A says the underlying portion compares the beginning of radio with the beginning of television. No, it was giving us one of the problems at that time. The problem was we were at war. B, it identifies a specific reason behind the hesitance. Well, one specific reason behind the hesitance was that we were at war. So that makes a lot of sense. C, it describes how broadcasters attempted to convince advertisers. No, it was giving us part of the problem, which was that we were at war. And D, it explains why a type of TV programming was popular at the time. Quite the opposite. It was saying this was a time when the manufacturing of new TVs was stalled. So it wasn't a reason why it was popular. It was a reason why there was a problem and TVs may not be sold. So the answer here is B.